So I was laying in bed this morning and I was wanting to not get out of bed. It's been 3 months since I started my business, and each day I kind of just feel more discouraged. Things are picking up, and like I'd like to believe that I'm proud of myself, but I don't even. My dog is literally staring at me. He's just staring at me when I'm trying to talk to y'all. And it's like, this is what gets me through life. Is when I'm feeling sad or I'm feeling down, he just makes me smile. I love him so much. He's literally my support animal. Without him, I don't know where I would be. You know, like, it's not that my business is not going well or it's not starting to pick up, but I don't know. I feel like I want to be proud of myself, and the people around me say that they're proud of me and that I should be proud of myself, but I don't feel proud of myself. I feel like I'm running a race that I'm never going to finish. My dreams are so big, and I just feel like I put effort into it every single day, and I just don't feel like I don't know. And like, honestly, maybe this video is more for me than you. Maybe it is for you and you're struggling right now. But I promised myself that I was going to document this journey. So if or when I'm truly successful, I'm going to look back and realize that all of this struggling and burnout was not for nothing. It was building towards something bigger. You know, today when I was laying in bed, I knew yesterday that today I wanted to film for YouTube. I didn't know what I wanted to film, but I knew today, since I was off from work, I wanted to film for YouTube. Because filming for YouTube makes me happy. But I was laying in bed this morning and I just thought about how I'm not going to film today. No, I'm not going to film today because I'm not feeling good. I feel sad. I feel discouraged. I'm not going to pull out the camera. But then I remembered that the only thing that I truly have is my word. And if I can't even keep my word to myself, and this is real, this is how I'm feeling. And I promised myself that if I'm going to do this, I'm going to be real, I'm going to be genuine. And so here I am. I pushed through, and I'm here and I'm filming and I'm talking. And you know, as much as talking to the camera doesn't solve everything that I'm feeling, it makes me feel better that I'm at least getting it out. I don't know. I feel so negative all the time. I feel like I'm not living. I'm just surviving. I feel like each day I'm just going through the motions to just do it all over again the next day. I just want to be happy again. I just want to enjoy life again. But you know, the whole situation, losing my job and all of that, it's really, really put life in perspective. Because as much as I didn't think that I took things for granted, when I finally figured this whole situation out and we're finally back on track, I am going to be so appreciative for things. And I'm going to be so, so mindful of my money and seeing everything in life as a blessing and like it's happening for me and not to me. And you know, maybe all business owners go through this. Maybe most business owners go through this, where they feel like they just can't do it, you know, which is really hard. You know, it's a really hard feeling because I'm battling with the fact of I know that I can do this. I know that I can. I know that I'm capable of greatness. I know that I can be a successful business owner. Which is is why it's so hard when this other piece of me is like, you're not going to be successful. Stop trying. Stop wasting your time. Get a job. Give up. And so I guess the little piece of me that still believes in myself is battling. So I guess what I'm saying is, like, I don't know if all business owners go through this, but if they do, they don't talk about it. And so that's why I'm here to talk about it, because I don't know. But I promised myself that I wasn't going to give up. Now that I'm making this video, y'all can hold me accountable too, that I can't give up. Because if I give up, I'm never going to see how truly great this could be. If I give up and I decide to try a couple years down the road, it's going to be just as hard as it is now. Except I'm going to be older. And I could have been more successful in my business 2 years down the road if I just continue to keep pushing now. Promised myself last year, before I lost my job, before I knew I was losing my job, I promised myself that after I quit that job, I was going to be a business owner. I was not going to work for anyone else because, you know, I was 27 and, you know, the one thing in life we don't get back is time. And although 27 isn't old, why not start your dreams now? Why, you know? So I told myself that, and I took steps towards working on that here and there, so I could quit my job and be my own boss. But then I unexpectedly lost my job, and I wasn't ready to go independent. I wasn't ready to be a business owner, especially right before Christmas. But I made myself that promise, and like I said, the only thing we truly have is our word to ourselves. And if we can't keep that word to ourselves, how can we expect other people to trust our word? And so when I got told the news, it was myself and 2 other girls, that we were losing our job, I don't know. Like, I didn't cry. I didn't cry for like weeks. I think that I truly was in denial of the fact that I no longer had a job. And I needed to figure it out. And it was about to be Christmas. And my boyfriend works in construction. And the weather's been really bad. And he hasn't been able to work as much. And so I stayed... I guess I stayed delusional for weeks. I knew that if I fully let myself feel what it felt like to have your whole livelihood ripped away from you, if I let myself feel that I was losing my job, and I didn't know how I was going to pay my bills, and it was about to be Christmas, and if I allowed myself to feel that, I would have got discouraged. I would have spent every single day crying, discouraged, worried, scared, and it would have crippled me. I would have done nothing about it. And then I probably would have panicked because I needed to get a job and I had wasted so much time. And so then I probably would have searched for a job that I didn't even really want, but one that I could get. And then I would not only be letting myself down by working for someone else, but I would be making less money investing in somebody else's dreams. Y'all, I told you I was having a rough day. I didn't realize I was gonna cry this much. Alright, so, but that's not what I did. I didn't allow myself to feel that. And so I just told myself that everything was gonna be okay and that it was all gonna work out. And so that very next week, after I found out I was losing my job, I went and I started looking at salon suites. And thankfully, one of the other another girl that I know wanted to go independent as well at that time. And so we looked at salon suites together, and it was exciting. It was new, and it felt like this was all gonna be okay. It was all happening for me. You know, there was no way that I could afford to get a salon suite and afford all of the materials and everything if I didn't have a roommate, if I didn't have someone helping me out. So that in itself was a blessing. And you know, we found our suite, and we, you know, my suite mate, she went on Facebook Marketplace, and we tried our best to find things, and we got things given to us, thankfully, and things just, they started to fall into place, and I started to get excited. As much as I was scared, I was so excited. And I think that temporary high brought me to, it's gonna be okay, we're gonna do this, it's fine, you know. But, you know, I was ready to start taking clients December 27th. And I lost my job. My last day at my job was December 23rd. And so knowing that my whole new life, my whole new career was starting 2 days after Christmas, and there was no more money coming in. If I didn't start making this money after Christmas. And so on Christmas Day, I remember typing and making making up this post so I could make sure to post it first thing Christmas morning. And, you know, I remember, like, my family was there, and, like, I think my grandma was in the kitchen and stuff. And, like, I was completely, like, ignoring, like, everyone for a second so I could just get this posted, because it was so important, because, you know, December 27th was coming, and that was going to be my first day. And, well, no one was on the books. No one was going to come and see me. So at this point, I was making $0. And actually, the day before Christmas, Christmas Eve, my boyfriend and I went to my salon suite and filmed a video so I could post it. That's what it was. Okay, so on Christmas Eve, my boyfriend and I went to my salon suite, and he filmed a video of me, and I posted it Christmas morning. And then on Christmas morning, after I posted that video, I was typing up a price list to post, because I was going to be giving a New Year's discount, because I thought that would bring people in. People love discounts, and I needed clients. So, yeah, I don't know. My boyfriend has been working a lot. And I'm really grateful for him, because he told me, you know, like, this is your time. This is your time to follow your dreams, and, like, you should do it, you know? And I really, really appreciate that. So he's been, like, trying to find side jobs, and, you know, like I said, like, he wasn't getting a lot of hours at his job, so he was, like, finding side jobs, and he was working, like, 7 days a week just so we could make ends meet, just so I could still pursue this business and not have to get a job. And thankfully, he just got a new job. I think I mentioned that in one of my other videos. He just got a new job, and I'm so proud of him. And things are gonna, I think, start looking up. But I feel so burnt out. And I mean, I go to the salon and I do take clients, but I'm only at the salon like 3 to 4 times a week. But even when I'm at home not physically working, I'm working on social media, I'm working on marketing strategies, I'm working on a bunch of stuff. And so it's like mentally draining. But then I feel bad to tell my boyfriend that I'm drained or I'm burnt out or I'm tired, because he's working physically so much. You know, he comes home, his body is aching. He has new scratches and cuts on his body because I am feeling so emotional today because he's just working so hard for us. I'm just so lucky that I have someone that, you know, supports me and works hard. And, you know, but I was feeling really, really discouraged today. And so, you know, my boyfriend leaves really early for work. Like, I'm like 5 o'clock something in the morning. And so I was texting him, just telling him, you know, like, I'm really sorry because I know you work a lot, but I feel really burnt out. He's like, I feel, like basically just telling me I need to figure out how to have a better like work-life balance. And I agree with him, but the thing is I don't know how. I really don't, because even when I plan things ahead of time, so all I have to do the next day is post, so I can have like a day off, I will post something first thing in the morning. I already have it planned. But then after I post it, I feel like I'm failing if I'm not doing anything for the rest of the day. I feel like if you're not fully booked, why are you sitting around? If you're not as successful as you want to be, why are you sitting around? And so I post that one post, and then since I have nothing else to post for the rest of the day, I feel guilty. I feel bad. I feel like I'm going to lose my business and that nobody is going to book with me, and I'm going to fail. So I find things to do. I find things to work on, which is good. It's so good and it's so beneficial, and I'm not trying to complain, because I understand that being a business owner is hard. It's a lot of work, and that's why not everyone does it. I also understand that I'm only 3 months in and that businesses take a while to be successful. I get it, but at the end of the day, these are still my feelings, and I'm trying to make that make sense in my head, that I am just where I'm supposed to be, that everything is okay, and that it's hard. It is hard. And if I'm so upset, then I should just go get a job, right? Because, someone is always going to have something negative to say in the comments. I just, I think what's really getting to me too, I don't know if this is why I felt so down this morning. But I applied. Okay, so I promised myself that I was not going to get a job. For a second, things got really, really bad, and I was getting really nervous about our money situation, if I'm being completely transparent. And I started to feel like it was kind of stupid it was kind of dumb to not get a job. If my boyfriend was already pushing himself to the max, the only thing left to do was for me to get a job. I told myself, though, if I got a job, I would not quit my business. I would only put my availability as the days that I'm not at the salon, so I could still pursue my dreams. And so I thought, okay, if I am going to get a job, it's not going to be a job that feels like a job. It's going to be something that I enjoy, something that brings in extra money for us, but it's chill. And so I looked around, and I was very, very picky, because like I said, I wasn't even planning to get a job. And I found a Pilates instructor job, and they were willing to train me, and it just seemed amazing. I love fitness. I love working out, and this would give me an excuse to actually consistently do it. So I applied a couple months ago, and I never heard back, and I just took it as a sign, as the world knew that I promised myself that I wasn't going to get a job, and so this opportunity is not going to be presented to me. I accepted it, and I just said, you know what, I need to be taking every moment that I have to work on my business, and so that's what I'm going to do, and so that's what I've been doing. And then last night, I got an email from the Pilates job telling me that they were very interested in my application, and that they would love to talk to me on the phone, and then potentially set up a second interview in person, and that there would be a training this upcoming weekend. I don't know. When I was actually wanting a job, needing a job, before, where were those type of jobs? Where were those amazing jobs where you could be active and help people and get trained on the job? I feel like there was always, Pilates instructors, fitness instructors, all that, but you needed schooling. And the fact that this opportunity came to me, and they were willing to train me and all of that, it's been hard. I would love to be a Pilates instructor. I really would. But I'm just afraid that if I work on the days that I'm not at the salon, yes, we will be bringing in more money, and that will help us financially. But will that take away from the time that I could be spending on my business? Will I start neglecting my business? I don't know, and I'm afraid of that. And I feel like a lot of times I take on too much because I want to do it all. I want to do all the things that interest me. But look where I am. I clearly haven't been successful yet, so maybe I do just need to focus on one thing at a time. So I emailed them back last night and I told them, I really, really appreciate the opportunity, but I have a business and I really need to focus on it right now. And I would love to still come by and take a class. That killed me. That really killed me because that just seems like such an amazing opportunity. And I don't even know where my business is going to go. So it's just like, did I give up an amazing opportunity for nothing? And then my boyfriend was telling me, well, if you're a Pilates instructor, maybe, that could transfer over. Maybe some of the people that you train, like maybe, they would be your clients as well because, lymphatic massage goes hand in hand with fitness. And I was like, yeah, that's true. But I don't know. Knowing that I potentially passed up a job that I could have really liked, that could have brought us more money. Yeah, don't know how to feel about that. They haven't emailed me back. I don't know if they are. I lost my health insurance and I lost my job 3 months ago, which means I lost my therapy, and that was really, really helping me. I was already struggling with things before losing my job. So the fact that losing my job has been the hardest thing that I really had to deal with. It's been really hard to have really no outlet to go to. But because I'm feeling so awful today, I need to call my health insurance. I need to call them and I need to figure something out. Because I can't live like this. I just want to be happy. And I just want to feel proud of myself. Because I do feel like I deserve to be proud of myself. So why don't I feel that way? And the thought of wanting to be happy makes me sad because I'm not happy. Alright, I think I'm getting a bit too emotional now, and I'm really not trying to do this on camera in front of everybody. So I learned that when I'm not feeling happy, as much as all I want to do is sit in the house and not see anyone and not talk to anyone, it really only makes things worse. It really just makes me sit inside what I'm feeling. So what I think I need to do is I need to get out. I need to go out. I need to be in the real world. Because I feel like sometimes even if you just go out for a little bit and come home, just that break in time, I feel like can completely change your mood. So my sweet mate's birthday is next week, and like I said, like I don't know what I would do without her. And she is such an amazing, kind person, and her birthday is next week. And so I wanted to decorate the room for her so when she comes in, she sees like, I was thinking of her and like, happy birthday. So I think I might want to get her a mini cake or like a huge balloon or something. But I think I need to wait until closer to the time because her birthday is midweek, but the last day she's coming to work is Monday. So I have to decorate on Sunday when I'm there, and then when she comes in Monday morning. But I don't know. I'm kind of wondering because her client is at 10 a.m. on Monday. And so I don't know if I should come early Monday and decorate. Because what if I decorate Sunday And then she comes in and all her balloons are deflated. Oh, that would be so awful. Oh my goodness. Because I'm not even going to be there, so I won't even know. I don't know. But anyways, what I was saying is, since I need to get out, I need an excuse to get out. I think that I'm going to go to the dollar store and I'm going to see what little decorations I can get just to decorate the room. And then I'll get like the good stuff, like the cake and like the big balloon or whatever, maybe closer to Monday. Because today is Friday. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, besties.